Lads and lovelies, Captain Edward von Arkham here, coming to you from on board the MHS Hysteria. Today it is time once again for a very special Madman of the Month. This month, I honor a man whom I consider to be not only the most brilliant inventor of all time, but one of the greatest men to have ever lived. Lads and lovelies, I give you Nikola Tesla, inventor, electrical engineer, mechanical engineer, physicist, metaphysicist, futurist, and shaper of the modern world. There is so much I could say about this paradigm of superhuman genius, but I shall try to contain my passions. If you do not know who this man is, please send me your name and address, and I shall come round and beat you with this hammer. And this one. Nikola Tesla was born in Croatia to Serbian parents on the 10th of July, 1856, and immigrated to America in 1884, after having studied and worked as an electrical engineer in Germany, Hungary, and France. He came to America with 4 cents in his pocket and a miracle in his mind, which he intended to share with the world: alternating electrical current. However, his progress was impeded by one of history's most vexatious speed bumps: Thomas Edison. This complete person wasn't happy to let Tesla outmode his practically impotent direct current for the sake of scientific progress. And in a feeble attempt to keep his obsolete system afloat, Edison declared a war of the currents against Tesla's superior current. A war with one of the most predictable outcomes in history. Edison electrocutes an elephant. Tesla lights the Chicago World's Fair and harnesses the power of Niagara Falls. Tesla inevitably won the war of the currents, but it cost him and his financier, George Westinghouse, thousands of dollars in publicity. His creativity only flourished as the years went on. Throughout his life, he patented over 700 inventions in America alone. Some of his most significant inventions include the 2-phase induction motor, the Tesla coil, the radio transmitter, the bladeless steam turbine, the remote control robot, the electromechanical oscillator, the charged particle beam projector, and hundreds more. He would often give public demonstrations of his scientific prowess, which is how I met him. He never shook hands, which infuriated me because there is no man in history I would want to shake hands with more. But he did give me the honor of joining him in conducting a myriad of experiments. He was fascinated by my hat and trying to harness its power in different ways. On one occasion, he and I tried to power his electromechanical oscillator using steam from my hat. It was a tremendous success. We managed to get the machine to oscillate at the precise resonant frequency of the Earth itself, causing the entire block to quake with tremorous force, which was apparently a bad thing. But then we couldn't turn the silly thing off. So we had to smash it with my mad hammer before the police showed up. That was fun. Tesla's mind was a machine in and of itself. He never wrote anything down. When he conceived an idea, he would begin construction of it within his imagination, and not until he had expunged every possible fault would he begin to physically construct it. When I was a boy, I would read about Tesla in Mr. Blessed's history books. It was he that first inspired me to become a scientist. What most fascinated me was his experiments in wireless energy transmission. On one occasion, he proved its possibility by lighting 200 light bulbs from a power source 26 miles away. And in 1901, Tesla began work to share this phenomenon with the entire planet. The Wardenclyffe Project. An electro-transmission tower that could provide wireless energy for half the world over. Brilliance! Unbloody fortunately, his new financier pulled out of the project. Because it was J.P. Look at my big fat rich nose Morgan. Another historical speed bump. The Wardenclyffe project was in danger of being shut down, and Tesla didn't have the money to complete it on his own. And for history's sake, we couldn't let that happen. The crew and I, and a group of like-minded intellectuals, banded together to raise enough money for Tesla to build 12 transmission towers. We all held that a future without his vision realized was not a world we wanted to live in. Well, that's our time for today. I'm going to go pay tribute to my hero by feeding the pigeons. Until next time, stay mad, my duckies. The only man I'll ever love. What?